Imagine the wealth of our family or the richness of our family is to be sleeping with our parents. It's story time. Hello everyone, welcome back on my YouTube channel. How is everyone? How is everything? Let me hope things are moving well with you. This channel is all about story, entertainment and news, and if you're new on this channel, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so that anytime I upload a video, you'll be the first person to be notified. And those who have already subscribed, may God bless you. Keep on. May God shine your ways. Let's go direct in the story. It starts like this. It's a boy who wrote this. He started saying that, "Greetings all of you. I wrote this letter because I just need some advice from you and some help." He started saying that he grew up in the family whereby they never lacked anything. Both of our parents, they are still alive, but in the village, they are the more wealthy people around the village. They have money, they have building, they have lands, even they built schools around the village. That their family is the one of the family which is talked around the town. Yeah, all of them, they get money. In growing up, things were sure seeing to be normal as the way children growing up. You don't know what's really going on around the family. You understand that the parents loved them. The parents used to cherish their children, giving them whatever thing they needed. Their parents were the best parents. Then this boy continues saying that in growing up, since he's like the fourth, those young ones. One day, one of her sister, that sister was like a step-sister, like her father had already produced before they met with the mom. That her step-sister came at home when he's pregnant. From there, that the parents, the parents told her that, "Why don't you come and do what? Deliver in the village. We will take good care of you, what and what." From there, that this girl was like, "No, ma'am, I don't want to produce in the village. Let me produce in town whereby the hospital are near. Then this village, things can be hard on me." Then from there, the parents, they were like, "Okay, no problem." That their step-sister went back in town. She stayed there with her husband, then she delivered. From delivering, no one went to visit or see her. Then time passed, the baby was making like 4 months. The step-sister came in the village to bring the baby so that their parents can stay on the baby. That they brought the baby was very fine, health and nothing she was showing that the baby is sick or like anything. But then it was reaching like around night at 3. We had our stepsister when this crying bitterly. We ran to see what's happening. We rushed this baby in the hospital. We reached in the hospital. They told us, "What really happened? What have you done on the baby? What have sucked the baby's blood because the baby is dead?" Our stepsister started to cry. Cried bitterly. She was like, "I wish I didn't come. Why did I bring my baby here? What have killed my baby? I didn't know that my baby never wanted to come out to see his grandparents, what and what." Like from there, our stepsister carried the baby. They took the baby back to the family and they buried. From there, our sister never came back to our house. Even though we used to call her like greeting, "Why are you not coming back, what and what?" The only thing she would be replying that, "I can only come back in that family only when you people have removed that thing, that evil spirit which sucking blood from our newborns." For me, I was young. I didn't mind. Then from there, time still passed. My elder sister from my mom and dad, also was pregnant. She delivered the baby from there. We really didn't know what was happening. But our stepsister, our own sister, used to be coming in the village, insulting our parents, insulting mom every time. Whenever she used to be coming insulting mom, I used to be standing up, like, because I'm pretending to be the boy, because I used to be standing up, and I could even beat my stepsister. "How could you stand in front of the people when he's shaming my parents, that my mom, I wish, what and what?" He continues saying that she have been getting problem because of my mom. That wherever she used to be going to some witch doctors or some traditional healers, they will tell her that our parents are the one having the problem, like are the cause why their children are dying. From there, our sister told our mom that I'm pregnant, I'm going to deliver. Have lost like now 3 of my children. They all die when they are still young. But if this one die, I'm going to bring it to you there. You eat him, you eat her. We don't know what really happened. This my stepsister ran and Amanya went back. She delivered very well. She didn't come in the village. But for me, I called her to know what's going on, even greeted her. She replied me. Then she told me that I don't want to be like too much close to you because for you are still young. You really don't know the true colors of our parents. Those our parents, they are not simple people. Those our parents sacrifice their souls to devil. Those our parents, all the newer born baby might die if you have refused to do their thing, which you have to do their, so what can I say, some things, so that to keep the wealth. From there I was like, stop talking nonsense to our parents. Why still even talk? Why do you have to be talking like that to the people who showed you love in growing up? From there, this my sister said like, don't worry, you are growing up. Soon you also realize when you have reached the time of getting married. I was like, it's okay. I kept quiet. From there, this my sister delivered. The baby started to fall sick. This my sister carried her baby, brought her in the village. She told my parents in front of me, I was there. She said that, Mom, hope you can see this, my child. Have been losing like how many children? It was because of you people. But if this one die, already warned you. If this one die, you will see what will come out from me. She carried the baby, she went. Then from there, it was around evening hours. I was going inside the farm. I found two of my parents, my mom and my dad, when they are standing somewhere, but when they are talking, secret, like in the small, they were like saying like, what are we going to do on this, our daughter? But we should not kill this one. You leave this baby to stay, because the way I have seen that this our daughter, she's not what? She's too bitter. Let this one do what? Stay. When I had those conversations, when my parents had one like, it was like showing that they know what really was killing their grandchildren. I pissed on myself. I cheated on myself. I got shocked. From there, my dad looked back. He was like, what are you doing there? Have you heard what we have been saying? I told my dad that, no, Dad, I was just running to come to go in the toilet, but I'm purging. You can't even already spoiled my pant. From there, my dad caught one pant. He gave me the pant. He told me, can't clean yourself. How could you, like an elder person, like mature boy like you, start to be shitting on yourself? What and what? But the reason why I got I purged on myself is because the secret with the thing which I had my parents saying, it meant that they know what really is killing their grandchildren. Then time passed for like 2 days. This my sister called my parents. I was there. My sister told my mom that, hey, you have survived. If this my baby died, hey, I would have showed you, baby. I would have showed you who am I. The good thing, now the child is okay. Now stay on your own. For me, I kept quiet because I was like, I have already found out what is really killing what and what. Even before, the way I used to be shouting, fighting my sister because the way she used to be talking to my mom, I was like, let me seize the fire. Time passed. I started to be hearing people around the village saying that this my mom is sleeping with my brothers. I was like, no, that cannot happen. How can my mom sleep with my brothers? Like, what abomination is even shaming? How can the villagers, even how can a parent do that on his own child? For me, I was like, people can talk, you understand? I kept quiet. Time passed. Then time passed. These my brothers, they were rich, but as me, I used to know that in the family we are rich, and like their richness might be that this our parents, they are helping them. These our brothers, my brothers used to be coming in days, like one could be coming on Wednesday, another one on maybe on Thursday, like after three days they will come in the village to see our mom. But whenever I used to ask them, what have you come to do, they will be like saying, we have come to see our mom, we have brought something, what and what. Well, I was like, it's okay, as the way we are less concerned. But this my brother had money. They drove these big cars, but here on my side, I was still in the village. I was not yet well off, having money, still young. But when for me, I'm communicating with my sister. Then one day I was like, let me call my sister. I greet her. Even I tell her what I had my parents talking. This my sister was like very rude on the phone. Don't talk to me. For me, I left that your family. I don't even want to hear, even to get connected to anything concerning my parents, like my mom or my dad. Because anything can do what? We can get problem. I was like, okay, no problem. I cut off my phone. I decided to continue my things. From there, for me, I decided to go and do farming. Then one day it was raining. I had went in the farm. I came back at home. Like I came surprisingly. Maybe these people who were at home, they were not expecting me to do what? To be there at home. What I saw at home, I was like, I saw my brother. Like in this our house, the house is big. We have the visitors room, we have the room for boys and the room for girls, and we have rooms for our parents. Those are our parents. None of us, the children, entering that room, because we give our parents respect. You understand, like that. But when I came back, I was like in our room, boys' room. I was shocked to see when my brother is coming out in my mom's room. I was like, you, what are you doing? What are you doing in my mom in mama's room? This my brother was like, he looked at me. Then from there, I saw my mom also coming out in the room. I was like, Mom, my brother. I was like, I less concerned. Then from there, I even saw my dad coming out from the same room. Then I was like, hey, 3 people in one room. Maybe they had something they are talking about. I didn't put my mind on them. Understand? I leave. From there, my dad asked me, where are you coming from? Why have you just come like surprisingly? I told my dad that I was coming from the farm, have dig, but the problem, the rain is not falling. I don't know if my pineapple will grow. Then from there, my mom say that they will not grow if you don't put effort. And another thing, who told you that farming it's the only way to get money? You'll be working like this, getting like that, to be tired. I'll show you the easiest way how you get the money without even stressing yourself. You're still young. Once you are ready to produce or to get married, that's how I'll introduce you to the what? To the wealth. For me, I was like, okay, ma, no problem. I continued doing my farming. Then because of too much thing which was happening around the family, I was like, let me leave. I go. Then from there, my sister called me. She was like, how are you? I'm okay. She said she wanted to greet me to know how am I. She asked me, are you married? I told my sister, I'm not yet married. Why are you asking me even want to know if I'm married? My sister said, if you are not married, please don't get married now. Because if you get married, it's the day that your parents will tell you to do what? To do the needful you have to do, so that you also join the family cultic. I was like, for me, I'm not ready to do what? To get married. Then from there, one day, other day, it was raining. I came back at home. When I'm dirty, I caught water. I went at the back of our house. I washed myself. I entered the house. In the house where I entered, I heard the voice of mature people when they are intimating, like when they are having sex. I was like, oh, maybe it's dad and mom, because it was coming in my parents' house. I was like, Why should I even mind? Let me give this my parents privacy. I do what? I go. I left the house. I went outside. I was like, let me first wait for them to finish. From there, I'll do what? They will call me or I'll go back. I left the house. I stayed outside the house. From there, like time passed for like, was it like 20 or 30 minutes? This, I see my brother, that's the second brother, coming out in the house. I was like, yeah. I entered the house. I checked all the rooms. No one was there. The only room which was there, like people inside, was my parents' room. What was my brother doing there in my mom, like parents' house room? This my brother came out. Even my mom came out. Even my dad came out. I was like, the noise which I've heard, I was hearing like some people are intimating. Why is it like my brother, even my mom, even my dad, they are coming in the same room? Are they hiding me something? I was like, I kept quiet. From there, this my brother was like, what are you doing here? What time did you come? I told my brother, I just came right now. Even I cleaned myself. You can see where I bath. Because I was like, if they were curious to know if I have heard or knew what was going on, they will go to check if what I was talking is true. From there, I called this my sister. I told her what I just witnessed. This my sister told me, like, let me tell you the truth. That, do you know the reason why I ran away from home? Do you know the reason why my children are dying? Do you know the reason why I have been always coming there to fight with my parents? It's because I refused to do the things they told me to do. The time when I reached, I told my parents that I'm now mature, I've got a man, I want to get married. This, my dad and my mom, they settled me down. They told me that I have to sleep with my dad for what and what, those things to continue the lineage, but I refused to sleep with my dad. That's why I left the home, and that's why I'm suffering. That's why all my children are dying. That's why they are sending me the witchcraft, evil things, killing me, taking my husband, like that. From there, this my sister continued telling me that if the day you tell our parents that you want to get married or get a woman or got a woman, is the day they will tell you to also start sleeping with our mom. Then you sleep with our mom, that's how you're going to start to get wealth, money, and even your children you produce, they will stay. But if you refuse, things will turn. From there, for me, I was very shocked. I was scared. I was like, started to check, like shivering. I cried. I left the house. Then I told my parents that I want to start to stay with one of my friends nearing the nearest town, that I'll be coming here back at home just to do what? To visit you. My parents were not against it. They were like, okay, no problem. But one time reach when you want to get married, you tell us. For me, I didn't mind it because I never wanted them to know anything, my secret. I stayed there in town. When sometime I come here at home to visit my parents, but when I'm less, not like before. Oh, thank God. I fell in love. I got someone daughter and we got married. I got married secretly. Just it was like girlfriend and boyfriend. This girl got pregnant. From there, the girl was putting me on pressure that she want to know my family, what and what. But for me, I was telling this girl that first way to know about the family, I will take you in the right time. Once time comes, I will take you to my family. But when I continue going to my parents, but when my parents didn't know anything that I have a woman who's pregnant. Then one day I was like, let me go to my parents' house. I visit them. This my woman was like, was it 8 months? But when my parents didn't know anything, I went at my parents' house. This my mom settled me down with my dad. They told me, you already mature, grown up. What are you still doing not to be like having a woman or a girlfriend? Are you really okay? From there, this my mom said that my dad is going to search for me a woman to get married to. That they are not going to see their son staying around the village, roaming around the village without any daughter-in-law that it's now time to do what? To get married. If I don't get a woman for myself, they are going to get for me. I told my parents that you should not worry about that. I'll get a woman and I'll bring the woman to you. I'll introduce. From there, my mom said that, okay, we have given you small time. Start to do the needful. But for me, my secret, I knew that I already having a woman with pregnancy. From there, I told one of my another sister, that one already agreed to do my parents' thing, sleeping with our dad. I told her that I'm having a girlfriend and the girlfriend is pregnant, but I don't want to bring her at home. Then from there, my sister went ahead and told one of my brother. Then my brother phoned me and said, so you also now mature. You get a woman. When are you going to start to do the needful? Oh, our parents haven't introduced you what you have to do. Then I was like, introducing to me to what? My brother said, like, don't worry. You will soon find out what I'm talking about. Don't mind about it. I was like, whatever thing you talk, I don't want to know. Then one day, I went back at home. Do you know what I witnessed? I found my other brother sleeping with my mom naked when my dad is under the bed. Like, my dad was under the bed. Then on the top of the bed, there were my mom and my brother having sex, like intimating together. I got shocked. I was like, Mom, what abomination? From there, my dad slapped me and told me and asked me, who told you to come? Why don't you knock? Why do you even have to come here by surprising us? He continued saying that, okay, since you have witnessed what's going on, prepare yourself, because I've heard that you're already married and you have a woman and you have been hiding all this thing to us. It's now the right time for you to also join the family cultic, or else you see what will come on you. I was very scared. I carried myself. When I'm crying, I went back at home to meet my wife. From there, my wife have already produced. My eyes were swollen red. My wife asked me, why are you looking like that? Is everything okay? Have you got problem? Why are you like your eyes are red? I told my wife that something entered my eyes when I'm coming back home. It was paining me too much. The wife was like, okay, no problem. From there, my wife started putting me on pressure. She want to take my daughter to our family to meet my parents. I told my wife that I don't want you to go and meet my parents. It's not the right time. If you want to go and meet my parents, it's me who going to take you what and what. From there, my wife continue saying that the baby needs to get the name from the father. Like, the father have to name her baby the name, because all the name I have given to the baby is not working. The babies continue crying. The baby is always falling sick. The baby at night, it become worse. This girl said that she will not see her baby dying when for her she know our place, because we are from the same village. I told this girl, please, if you need a name, I'm going to take you to some of our relatives, maybe my uncle or the brothers of my dad. They will give my daughter a name. My girlfriend insisted and said that she want to meet my parents. They are still alive. There is no need for me to call any other people. On that matter, most of our relatives, they already left. They are not in touch with my family, with our parents. Then one day, I was not at home. My girlfriend, carried my daughter and went in the village to meet my parents. When I heard that my wife is already at my parents' house, I got angry. I reached there. I found when my mom is carrying my baby. She was like, so all along, you have even produced, you have refused to bring the baby here? What are you hiding from us? Why don't you want we your parents to know about your family, what and what? From there, my woman say like, Mom, because it's the mother-in-law, she called her mom. Mom, every time I tell this my husband to bring the baby at home, she always get anything to talk. But for me, the baby was always sick, falling sick. I just brought the baby. Use care on the baby even to name the baby. This my daughter was very cute. But for me, what was in my head, like my mind, whenever I used to be looking at my baby, I knew that anytime my baby is going to die. I knew that my baby will not survive that day. I told my woman, very angry, why did you bring my baby here at home? From there, my woman was like, why, is there anything or something we are hiding from me? Then from there, my father interacted. That was like, shut up, what nonsense is you saying? So you want to say your woman didn't have to come and meet their in-laws, what and what. From there, my mom told my woman that it's okay, now you can go back at home. This your husband is going to stay here. Me, I should stay at home. That my woman should go back at home. My woman told my mom, but that, no mom, it's late. I'm not going to go back at home. I came here to stay to sleep today, then tomorrow I'll go back, because it was not that much far. From there, my mom was like, you cannot sleep in the same house where your father-in-law is sleeping. Or else, let me go around to a neighbor. I asked a neighbor, you sleep there. Then from there, this your husband, this our son will sleep here. I was crying, shivering, saying, like in my mind, why did my wife brought my baby here? From there, we ate supper. But Mary refused to eat because I was like, I didn't even have appetite. After when they finished to eat, my mom carried my wife, took her to the neighborhood to sleep there. From there, my dad carried water. She told me, take this water, go and bath. I told my dad that I'm not going to bath. From there, my mom was like, why don't you going? Why are you not going to bath? Where are you going to sleep? In my house, in my bed sheet, you go and bath. From there, I told my mom, I'll sleep in the parlor. Don't mind about me. My dad carried that water, went and bathed. My dad came back and brought me the basin. She told me that you can't bath. I said, my dad, I'm not going to bath. From there, my dad was like, it's okay, no problem. I told my dad, don't worry, I'm going to sleep in the parlor. I'm not going to sleep in the room. They kept quiet. They prepared the room. They called me, come inside, we want to close. The truth, I was going to sleep in the house where I grew up, in my family's house, in my parents' house, but I was like, I'm going to sleep in the man-eater's house, like those people who eat people at night. Those people, I was very scared in our own house. I was very scared of our parents. From there, they locked the house. I sat in the parlor. In the parlor is the sitting room. I caught one of the couch from the chair. I sleep. When I was like sleeping, it was like reaching taking within 1 hour. My dad came and woke me up. He told me that, wake up. Why are you sleeping here on the couch as if we don't have rooms here in the house? Who's going to eat you? Come, we go inside. You do what? You sleep. I went in the room. Just imagine, ever since I grew up, I never found when our room, boys' room, when it's well clean, they have put new bed sheet, everything clean. Then from there, my dad told me, you sleep, no problem. I entered to sleep. From there, I heard someone knocking on the door. I opened because I heard it was my mom's voice. I opened. When I opened, my mom, I imagine seeing your mom coming, wearing these night clothes, knickers, the breasts are outside. From there, she entered. She locked. From even outside, I heard when they are locking outside the door. I started to shout. I was like, Mom, what's going on? Why are you doing this? Why are you naked? What and what? I covered my eyes. From there, my mom told me, you are not young. You're already mature. The reason why I'm doing this is to help you as my son. I don't want to see you when you are suffering. Me as your parents, I'm already old. I'm going to die anytime. So I don't want to leave my children to suffer. This my mom continues saying that, do you know how for us, me and your dad have kept this rich? Don't you like the life you have grown up? Are you not seeing the way your brothers are driving big cars? They have money, they have building. Don't you also don't want to send that wealth life? If you also need that, you have to do this. You have to sleep with me. You are no longer a young baby. You know how to produce a baby. I want you to see what your woman have. I'm also having it. You have to do this thing. If you don't do this thing, my dear, you die of poverty. Even you're going to do what? Suffering like that. I shouted. This my mom caught me, start to fight, like to remove my pant. But I fought when I'm saying that this is a woman. She cannot rape me. She cannot do anything on me. I fought with my mom in the bed. From that extent, I carried when I'm shouting, I was like shouting, alarming. From there, I heard when my dad telling me outside saying that, shut up, stop shouting as if you were a kid. You have to do what you have to do. And another thing, just know that I cannot open the door unless your mom have told me that he's done or you are done, or else you have to do the needful. From there, I just caught myself because I was naked. My mom already teared my clothes off. I slept on the bed. I slept facing down. I put my hands under like my thing to cover my penis. My mom came on top of me when he's linking me, putting his breast on me, like as the way those things, disgusting thing. When I'm crying, begging my mom that, mom, please don't do that. I begged my mom, I begged my dad. When I'm shouting, what and what. But when this woman, my mom, is not decreasing, it's just continuing. I shouted. My dad told me that even though I shout, no one is going to come to help me. And he cannot open the door until my mom is done. The only thing I thank God is, from there, people, like we had someone come crying, shouting. From there, my dad told my mom that he knocked the door, that hurry up, open the door. He carried some clothes, he threw it inside for my mom. I threw it inside. My mom stood up, started to cover himself very fast. Then from there, my dad was like, if you are done, tell me. Then I opened to hear who's that one crying outside our door. That's the only relief. I was relieved and open. From there, my mom prepared himself. She told our dad to open the door outside. They opened the door. When they opened the door, I came out when I'm crying. Like I ran. Through running, my dad shouted at me, you, why are you running? What and what? I saw when my wife have come with the baby, when he's crying, that the baby is in a bad condition. He needs help. What and what. From there, for me, I was already crying. I was already like, I didn't like what was happening. I pissed on myself because of the shock which was happening. My wife was like, my baby's going to die. Please do something. From there, our dad, I was like telling my woman, why did you bring my baby here at home? I told you I don't want you to come to my parents. I told you I was keeping this as a secret. It's you have killed my child now. And like us, the way you women, I've been telling you not to bring my child here. Why did you have to do this? From there, my dad told me that, stop talking nonsense. So you want to say that, are we the people who are going to kill your child? Or you want to say that we are witch, what and what? But because of what for me have happened to me, I was like, you have nothing to say. I got strength. I told my dad, stop talking what you are talking. You also know that if my daughter is going to die, what are you saying that like you don't know what is going to kill my daughter? What and what? My dad told me that, you carry that child, take her in the hospital. The truth, I knew that if we take this child in the hospital, this baby will not survive. I told my wife, don't even bother to go in the hospital, because for me, I know the baby is not going to survive for what is happening around the family. My mom slapped me. He said, what are you talking? I told my mom, how many grandchildren who have died here? How many have you buried there? Even mine, the innocent children, because we have refused to do your what and what. From there, people started to come. My parents chased me away. I cried. My daughter died. We buried my daughter there. I called my sister. I explained everything. From there, my sister told me, I told you that one day you found out the truth. Then my sister asked me that you didn't do the thing which my mom wanted you to do. I told my sister I didn't do anything. Then from there, this my sister, I said, hey, okay, that's okay. From there, I went back at home. I cried. Our baby is dead. We are just there confused. I was like, let me go. I continue working. But since my parents knew that I have already married, and because I refused to do the needful which they needed me to do, I started to get problem. All the business I was getting, some small money, anything to eat, started to collapse. Everything I was doing started to go back to end. To an extent, even I lost my job. I came back in the village when I have nothing. I went back to do farming, but even though I dig, all my plants would just dry. We suffered with my woman. We suffered. My woman got pregnant again. My woman machete. My woman started to be like as if he doesn't have blood. Every time we go in the hospital, they put blood like cannula on her. Blood. My wife machete. Then this my wife asked me to go to her parents to deliver from there. My wife went in the village, their village, she delivered from there. After delivering, I heard that she have produced. She came back, she brought me the child. She told me that I have delivered very well, I thank God, but it was very tough, I was going to die. But I really don't know what is wrong with your family. Maybe something is wrong there. But the good thing, I have delivered. But my baby didn't last even 4 days. Also died. I carried this baby. We took her the feed to the what? To my parents. We buried with our land, ancestral land. Time passed when I'm suffering. I went to talk with my parents. My parents told me that the only way I can get better is to be sleeping with my mom. That's what I have to do. So I'm going to suffer. Then from there, I met my brother, asking them for some help. This my brother told me that you are foolish. You are foolish. You refuse to accept to do what mom have to do. That's why you are suffering. If you are, the day you're tired of suffering is the day you just take yourself there to sleep with our mom. That's how you get money. From there, I told my brother that, but how do you feel for you to be sleeping with our mom? From there, this my brother said that, you mean for you have never got a woman when you don't love the woman, you just want to use her, like to put that urge away from you. That's the way you have to do. You don't be like thinking that I'm sleeping to your mom. You just go, do what you need to go, then you go. From there, you're going to see, you're going to be getting money, wealth, everything to going to be moving very well. This my brother told me that she cannot waste, he will not waste his money to give me or to help me. I should go, I do the needful, because if my parents find out that have helped me, they can do what? They can do something wrong on him. I went back. I explained to my sister. My sister told me that leave those evil people be on their own. From there, my woman decided to separate with me. I continued suffering. My woman left. From there, because we suffered too much, even this my sister whom I had hope to, when he's also suffering, the family, the man, his husband, refused the children to produce. Even the other children have died. This my sister didn't have where to sleep. He was sleeping some people's kitchen, those outside kitchen, suffering with children. From there, this my sister, I told my sister that my sister have now given up. Let me go and I sleep with my mom so that I'll come out from this poverty. I'm sleeping without eating. I'm suffering. Nothing. All the business I do is not working. All my work already collapsed. What am I going to do? I sleep outside. Let me go back and I sleep with my mom. This my sister said that don't do that evil thing. Even me, I refuse to sleep with my dad. But even though things are hard, okay, I'll help you small. And if we get money, we'll go to some traditional healers. Even though the thing they need is very high and big, would try to pay small. I really got hope with my sister. Then from there, my sister told me that get any girl around the village. You do what? You caught her, you start to stay with her. Or else, do what? If you have failed, let me try to get for you one of my friends. I was like, okay, no problem. I got the girl for myself, but the same thing continued. Poverty, suffering. But this girl was a very hard-working girl. She never left me. She never did what and what. We continued staying with this girl for like time passed. This girl got pregnant. She delivered. After producing, the first child also died. But this one, we didn't take her at my parents' house. This baby, we got somewhere and we buried. No, it was... well, we got somewhere, we paid, then we buried the baby from there. Then from there, we didn't know that whatever thing was happening to us, our parents knew. Then my dad called, she was like, hey, you have lost the child. You didn't even bother to bring the dead body here, to bury her here in this ancestral land. Hey, that's how you have reached it. Now let's see. Any child, now the next thing which is going to happen is the people who are giving you the children to die. That's how you get sense. You understand? I was like, I don't give a damn. I kept quiet. Time passed. This my woman got another pregnancy. Oh, she got this pregnancy. After getting this pregnancy, the thing was not easy. The girl delivered the baby in bad condition. Can you believe that this baby of 1 month used to be laughing? You could leave the baby in the couch, maybe to stay there, you do something, but you will find when the baby is already pulled herself from the couch when it's down. A baby of 1 month. I start to be scared. But whenever this my woman come inside the house, she will find when the baby is very normal. She will look at the baby and the baby will be very normal. But whenever this my wife leave the house, this baby could start do everything, like acting mature, doing what and what. This baby would look at me and laugh and will be like saying, you have to go and do the what, without me knowing that those are the spirits, evil things our parents sent to me to spoil my life or to end my life because I refuse to sleep with my mom. This my dead baby didn't last for like 9 months. She died. From there, my woman get another pregnancy. This pregnancy came early, but my woman didn't make it and also die. Also dead. From there, I told my sister, what am I going to do? We are just suffering. Nothing is working out. Whenever I call my brothers, the only thing they are telling me is to go and sleep with my mom. And this my sister have to be sleeping with my dad. For me, I felt like I've given up. My sister is the one encouraging me not to do that abomination. And my sister is also suffering. Doesn't have where to stay. But the only way for her to get better is to go and sleep with our dad, the person who raised us, the people who raised us. Please, we need help. What can we do? Oh my God. If you are new on this channel, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so that anytime I upload a video, you'll be the first person to be you'll be the first person to be notified. Please subscribe. This story was too long, that's why I had to cut short. Stay safe.